Karen Hunter Show. We're here. Sirius XM Urban View Channel 126. I'm going to give my top 5 TV shows that I'm currently watching after he leaves. No. No, but I will just already admit that on the top 5, this show is there. These are the ones that are out right now, that I'm watching right now. And this show is amazing, not just because of the cinematography, because the cinematography is dope. The directing, amazing. It's a lot of black women directing. It's vision, but the story. You know, when we talk up today about land and ownership and the power of that, and then you get to see that people don't want us to have land because land is power.
Right.
Then you start to understand what's really going on here, why you got to hold on to your grandmama's land, your granddaddy's land. If they leave it to you, you got to build on it. You got to keep it and hold it and pass it along because that's currency. And this gentleman, he was on before. So I was watching the previews because they had the previews this Thursday. And I'm like, is he going to come back on? Because he was so wonderful last time he was here. So let me welcome back to the show, Nicholas Ashe.
Peace, everybody. Peace. What's up? Karen Hunter.
Yes, sir.
Everybody wants Karen Hunter.
Yeah. That chick was... All right.
Right.
So we got Dante's in the house. We were talking about threesomes before you came in. You can engage if you want to. Swing it. Joyelle Nicole Johnson is here. It's Friday, right? So, Nick, we usually do... Let me move this out the way because I actually look at you.
What's up?
He's handsome. Yeah, so this season... Last season, we had a lot of turmoil, you know, and I was struggling because we get to see this turn because these two didn't watch it, but I'm telling you.
I didn't watch?
Don't give... I just had to throw them out under the bus really quickly.
They don't even know what we talking. We're speaking a different language.
So we're going to just talk.
Like, what is it, Sugar Queen?
Yeah, Sugar Queen.
Brown sugar?
Brown sugar, sweeties. Brown sugar. But you get to see that there's going to be a book that's going to be a problem.
Oh, yeah.
And she was struggling through writing it, your auntie, last season, and she turned a little bit. And your mama was going through something because she's power move. She's playing chess with these people, and the family doesn't really understand all of the little deep moves that she's making for the legacy.
Totally.
And then poor Ralph Angel with the little boy, and is it his boy? It's probably not his boy. And then the Darla, and it's just it's a lot. And then you went through your thing because you had a situation with the police.
Oh yeah.
And you kind of went through this whole kind of fight back. And you started an organization, and now we see this season your hair is different.
Right. New hair. Who this?
New hair, right. I was like,
Right.
okay, something's different here. Tell me, just personally, Nick, and I'm looking forward to the season, but I feel like we're going to be in for a ride.
Me too. June 12th, season 4.
So what you're not going to give us anything? Other than what I saw?
You know everything.
I watched the little preview. It was like 30 minutes. That's not the whole season.
It's wild. It's like you said, this series starts off with the publishing of Nova's book. And it kind of sets a fire within the family, you know? Everyone is affected by it because she chooses to chronicle everyone and their business and their dirty laundry. And what she can't understand is that there's one thing to speak truth to power, but to speak that truth about, you know, what your sister was doing a couple weeks ago and that thing that y'all said y'all would never speak about, that's a different thing. And to some people, it feels like a violation.
And a betrayal.
And a betrayal, even. Definitely.
And I understand that. I'm in the book space, you know, and as a publisher and as a writer, you have to make decisions about what you put in and what you don't.
Right.
And especially for memoirs, memoirs aren't your actual life story and every single thing. There are moments that you pull out that I feel, you know, can help somebody else.
Totally.
But you don't have to turn your underwear inside out for everybody to see, right? And so I've had these discussions with people in the past. So maybe she went a little too far.
I think she went a little bit too far. Me personally, you know, Micah in the story, he's really looking to align himself with that honesty, that candidness. You know, his parents, as y'all all know, have been hiding secrets and not being honest. So as he's finding his manhood and his leadership and his new hairstyle, right. He's really trying to make sure that he's picking the best parts of the family members around him. You know, he wants Nova's bravery. He wants his mother's intellect. He wants, you know, Ralph Angel's honor and the way he puts his family first. And it's a difficult line to walk because, you know, to your mother, it seems like choosing sides where it's really about choosing yourself.
So your character went away to France.
Yeah.
And came back. James Baldwin meets, I don't know, like Harriet Tubman. I don't know, like, what the hell? Like,
he is definitely somewhere between James Baldwin and Harriet Tubman.
What the hell? Aside from you have adorned your new hair with some bedazzle.
Little bedazzle,
yeah.
right?
What is that?
It's a little treble clef.
Okay.
Little G
for your music.
Right.
Is it?
It's G clef.
Okay, well, y'all go ahead with your musical sound.
I had to
Right.
say something. I just didn't, I'm not in
It's
this
something you can
conversation.
relate
That's
to.
all I can relate to.
Okay.
Right,
She clapping his head.
Now, did you change your hair, or did they change the hair in the script that make Micah change Micah's hair?
That question sounds like a Dr. Seuss book. Did I change my hair?
Did you,
Change
Nick
my hair,
Ashe,
yes.
and then was it precipitated by the scripted?
No, it was honestly an idea that came through the script when it felt right for the story. For those of you who have been watching, and for those of you who don't even know who I am on the Karen Hunter show, my
a very nice
character,
voice.
you really chronicle him from 9th grade. These past 4 years are 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade for him. So he's usually clean cut. He's really young. So to see the locks and what that means, historically about the people who adorn them, and to grow facial hair, he's just really stepping into something that feels so much different from season 1 and season 2 and season 3. As it is with everyone else, but the difference between 25 to 28 is much different than 16 to 19. Something really transformative happens during that time.
Okay, well, I'm here for all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick Ashe, last time you heard you I think of you as young Micah. In the book Queen Sugar, which I did read, I think Micah was a girl.
Micah was a girl.
Yeah.
So when I read it, I was like, oh, is this some like trans, story? Is Ava really, digging deep? I didn't know what to expect. And as I got further in, I realized that she had made the character a young man.
Right,
Mhm.
right. She took a lot of license, and I think in many ways she made the TV shows better than the book for me.
Yeah.
I'll just say.
Yeah,
it.
I think with
Never
the
hear
book,
That's right.
it's a
That's
great
true.
literary experience. You know what I
Right.
mean? But I think that she definitely made the necessary changes to make it live on TV in the way that our millions of fans love to experience it.
So the
For sure.
the hashtag is Give Me Sugar.
Give me sugar, give me
Give me
sugar,
sugar.
give me sugar.
GIMME sugar. Hashtag Give Me Sugar, and the live tweeting is amazing,
Mhm.
and the music, and because I think Michelle Indegocello
Yes.
is she still musical director?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like it's a full thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's not just a TV show, which is
Yeah.
why I love it artistically. So let me talk about Nick Ashe for a second.
What's up? What's up?
What you doing? What you doing? With
I'm
yourself?
chilling. I'm on a
Mhm.
cool radio show on the
Okay.
37th floor.
Okay.
That's
you
what
got
I'm
to tell the
doing.
people where we
Oh,
are.
whoa,
They may
whoa, whoa.
see me later.
The address is
No, that's
no, I can't say it.
No,
Oh, okay,
don't
okay.
you-
I'm sorry.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you doing music?
I am doing music through theater. I just finished a show called Choir Boy that was on Broadway. That ran from November until March of this year. And this Sunday we're performing at the Tony Awards.
Are you really?
Oh yeah.
So Ain't Misbehaving, I think, is also performing.
Ain't Too Proud.
Ain't Too Proud. I'm sorry.
Temptations.
Temptations and Cher. The Cher
The
people, I
Cher
think,
show.
are,
Yeah.
are also.
Broadway
Mackie.
loves a biopic. They
Yes.
really do.
So you're gonna be on Radio City.
Yeah, singing a little song.
Let me hear it. Let me hear just a little song.
Ready.
Everybody wants Karen.
No. Oh, that is not
No, that's not how it goes. Dang.
Don't encourage him. He's incorrigible. He's incorrigible. For real. You're not gonna give us any of the dulcet
Tune
tones?
in. It's live. It's live.
So
So
you're
what I
singing
sound
live?
like, you will hear.
Come on, Nick. All right.
yeah.
Are you doing like music for the commercial people for the for the gram? Are you doing it for? I don't know. Are you putting out an album or anything? Do they
I'm
call
not.
it?
I'm definitely interested in doing that. I have bigger ambitions to write and direct first. I was so moved recently by Ava's When They See Us on Netflix. That thing. Oh, y'all haven't seen that either?
Yeah. Let's just troll them.
You're
We do
missing
a
out
lot.
on a
It's
cinematic
hard.
masterpiece.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Sure.
ASAP.
You gotta be in that mood. You gotta be in the mood.
No, but you
Claro.
can't. You can never. So here, people are like, I can't take it. But here's what you can't take. You can't take not watching this. And while your senses are going to be assaulted,
Yeah.
your humanity is going to be like, definitely going to have a dagger just right through your heart.
Yeah.
We have to feel all of these aggressions, and they're microcosms of everything that we're experiencing now. This show, what Ava was able to do was make it very relevant today.
Absolutely.
Something that happened 30 years ago. She was able to make it really real for everybody right now. Even if you didn't experience the Central Park case as it was happening,
Right.
even if you never lived in this country,
Yep.
the injustice of this, it just is like, wow. And then she tells everybody's story. So what she also did, which I thought was powerful, and so it's not that it's painful when you get to the end
Yeah.
with Corey Wise's story, but you get to see these boys in their full fullness,
Absolutely.
not as a pack of wolves that got roped up in a
Wow.
bad system, but you get to see this was a boy that had a life. He wanted to play the trumpet,
Right.
and this was a little boy that had, whose mama was sick, and his sister, she felt like she betrayed him by not being there for him. It was like, then you get to see the other little boy whose father made him do this.
Right.
And then the outcome of that, and you get to see this other little boy whose mama fought for him.
Yeah.
And he still got hooked up. You got to see the other little boy who wasn't even there.
Had nothing to do with it.
And get caught up and had the worst experience. But this is the way, things are.
Treated.
And we have to like absorb it. And we gotta watch it even if you're not in the mood to do it. Because I'm, as I ride my bike and watch these other fun things, that's great. Did you have TV that you can also escape into? You know? But you got to do this. So
yeah, it's beautiful. I think we're in a golden digital age right now where television and movies are speaking more politically than ever and are informing the times in which we live. There are people that probably watch this and think that this is fiction. You know what I mean? Queen Sugar probably seems like some idealistic version of truths that we as POC hold to be self-evident, but you know what I mean? It's so important that we somewhere between James Baldwin
and
Harriet Rock.
And Lincoln is Nick Ashe, who won't sing on my show.
He's saving it for the Tony.
You gotta invite me back a third time, and I
What
promise I'll hit them with a little something.
You're drinking tea, so your voice.
I gotta save it. We live.
Can you give me like one bar?
I gave you a whole. It was about you and everything. Come on.
I love it. It's like asking a comedian to tell a joke. I like
Which I do too, by the way.
Yes, and we don't like
that. But here's the thing, though. You get paid to tell jokes, and you come on a show
That's
on a
Say it
Friday.
again.
Exactly.
We get
paid to do it on a stage.
All right, hold on.
In a conducive environment.
Give me $1. Give me $1.
And now you want to underpay me.
You gonna drop and pick up the dollar?
Give $1. Give the man $1. All right. Okay. All right. But getting back to, were you able to see When They See Us before it actually aired on Netflix?
No, I was not. I'm down filming. We're still filming season 4.
Are you?
Of Queen Sugar right now.
Which is filmed where?
New Orleans.
Hey.
New Orleans. Shout out to New Orleans.
Yes.
Great city.
Absolutely love it there.
So what are you on a break right now?
I'm on a break to go on the Kara Hunter show.
Okay.
Yes,
Well, we appreciate you taking a little bit of time to come on here and then go back to New Orleans.
I didn't get to see it earlier. No, that night I had been at the Innocence Project, which is this organization that helps to exonerate falsely accused and criminalized peoples. You know what I mean? So I was there, and you saw people who were in prison 40, 50 years out of their lives, men, women. What was the same is that all the people that lined up on stage at the end were all people of color. It was all black men and black women. And after that, I went home, and I don't know why I decided to torture myself with some more, you know what I mean, stories about, that tragic circumstance. And that's when I watched it, and I literally sat to myself, and I was like, you know what? I need to take this one episode at a time.
I was gonna say,
need
did
to
you watch
spread
it all at
this.
once? Yeah.
I couldn't.
So
I
you
couldn't.
can't. Yeah, that's the only other thing.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
do.
a lot.
It's a lot.
Especially when you got to get up and go make people giggle after you you can't always take that on, and you want to be open to it when you watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it's also the difference between like the R. Kelly and Michael Jackson documentaries, where it's like I watched Michael Jackson, couldn't take R. Kelly. It's
really? It was just the opposite for me.
Well, I couldn't because it was black women for me, so I didn't want to watch it for that reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, also there's the regular news and the president.
Yeah.
So
now
I'm
stressed
out.
That I'm actually, which is weird because I do this show every day. Very little of that am I consuming.
It's hard. I can't. I've tapped out
because I feel like there's absolutely nothing I can do about that. But this When They See Us, the Innocence Project, we had on Johnny I can't say his name now. Hinpicie.
Incampie.
Yeah, in jail 20 years for a crime he didn't commit. The Innocence Project got him out.
Wow.
But he still spent a full 20 years, 1 month and like 3 days in prison for something he didn't do.
I don't want to spend 20 minutes, and I cannot imagine the place these men have gone to mentally and how strong and solid they become up there. You hear everyone for the Innocence Project that I went to was talking about how they never became imprisoned mentally. I'm so infatuated with that concept. You know what I mean? As free people who trap ourselves every day and limit ourselves every day.
Right. They have to go to their mind with it.
You think about, as in the case of Johnny, he went in at 19. So he spent all his 20s, all of his 30s, and got out in his 40s, and that's like that's your, the heart of your life where you make all of your crazy mistakes and you get to do, and when
you learn who you are.
All of that, but to learn to come of age in a place where you're told what to do around all men, to and the scene that really messed me up, and I know that's crazy, right? The scene where Santana, he comes home, his father buys him a pair of underwear,
right,
and he goes to take a shower, and Ava pans down, and you realize he's taking a shower with his underwear on,
right,
and I'm like, I never considered, like, he must have been taking a shower with his underwear on his whole time in jail. And then you understand why. It's like,
exactly.
Wow, things we take for granted.
Totally. And it's a recurring theme in Ava's projects, something she feels very strongly about. In Queen Sugar, Micah has a really good friend, that went down for something. And him seeing that more immediately than hearing a story about it or then reading it, it doesn't hit you as much until something hits home with a special project or when you have someone in that situation. So
we're talking with Nicholas Ashe. You can follow him at NCK Ashe.
Yes.
Boom shakalaka. Yeah, all of that. Right. Okay. Where are you from originally?
I'm from New York.
New York.
I'm from Long Island, so I'm like from Diet, New York. Like, you know what I mean? Right. New York Junior.
Out there, yeah.
Out there.
Are you from... Wait, hold on.
I'm from Babylon. I'm from Freeport.
Okay, I was going to say, that's hood. Wine dance.
That's yeah. I performed there before.
That's Black That's Black Long Island.
That's the American dream out there. You went out, got your lawn out there.
Right.
And a screen door.
Right. There was a great park in Freeport I used to hang out in. I can't remember now, but I used to go to it. I used to hang out in New York a lot because I was actually in Queens, at the Daily News Queens Bureau for a long time. So just hang out. And I had friends in wine dance. But to get to this place now that you're acting and getting a Queen Sugar role, and then what's next though? Broadway, is that your next move for sure? Like, or are you gonna? Leave your options open.
Leave my options open for sure. I mean, I love acting. I love especially when the story informs people who look and love like me, like us. Right. That's the only reason to do what we do, Otherwise, it's facetious and it may reroute what we're actually working towards. I definitely want to be an activist. I want to be someone who is so informed with what is happening that I can tell other people, what it is we need to do to, invoke change. I want to have fun. I want to be a good friend. I want to travel. I want to write. I really want to do it all. And like I said, being in this digital era of content, I feel really encouraged to add my voice to that.
Were you able to direct anything this year on Queen Sugar?
No, I wasn't able. We have all female directors.
I heard that.
Oh, yeah.
She wouldn't let you double dutch. Auntie Ava, come on, let me in.
It's collaborative for sure, but I think the show is honestly better because of it.
Okay, all right.
Surely.
All right, so it's Foolishness Friday here on the Karen Hunter Show.
I heard y'all was talking about some craziness.
Yeah, but I'm not involving you in this, Nicholas Ashe.
Right, thank you.
How do you feel about polyamory?
No, we're not.
What about threesomes?
But you are a Taurus.
I'm a Taurus.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness, all the earth signs.
What are y'all?
Taurus.
Virgo.
No, she's a Virgo.
Oh, you're a Virgo. I love Virgos.
We love each other.
Yeah, Michael Jackson is a Virgo. Ava DuVernay is a Virgo. Beyonce is a Virgo. You're in good company.
Telling me things I know.
Right.
Yeah, of course she
When's
knows
your birthday?
that.
April 21st.
All right, cool.
I think on Google it says May 3rd.
It says May 1st.
May 1st. No. That's Tina Lifford's birthday, who plays on Vi.
Oh, really?
She's a Taurus, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm April 24th.
Okay.
And you're a May Taurus.
May 13th.
Yeah. So
Carlin or Stevie Wonder.
Now I'm saying May Tauruses are different than April Tauruses.
It's true.
Yes. August Virgos are different than September Virgos.
Right. September Virgos will whoop your ass quietly. You won't see it coming.
Or we'll be sitting next to you at a basketball game like, bitch, if you don't move over.
Right.
I'll whoop your ass. Right.
I saw the memes.
Catch his hands. Yeah, May Taurians are different. I can't tell you how.
And all Taurus women are mean as hell.
False.
They got a streak.
Falsehood and derision.
Come on, you know.
Is it mean if I tell you the truth?
No, but
you just may feel it. You may just feel like it's mean, but my heart is warm like your cheesecake.
Warm like a cheesecake.
You right about that. They're the best friends, the
I
best women.
got you.
But
however,
if you turn them,
no, there's a point. So I don't know if is that a woman thing because there's a cauterization, I call it, right? There's a point where you break a trust. you know, I don't trust you. I can't come
I'm
back.
done.
You
Yeah.
can't come back.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you're cauterized. You could be around. You may even think we cool,
Right.
but you ain't never
Yeah.
getting a good piece of chicken.
Exactly.
You ain't never getting the potato salad that's
And what's
good.
funny is it has nothing to do with you. I'm protecting me. You know,
Yes.
now I know what I know.
I get
I'm
you.
gonna just,
I
you know,
better.
snip.
I get you.
Now you're there.
So
and
it's
now I'm here.
logical.
It's logical.
That's
for
what
sure.
people just need to understand.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
saying it's not logical. I'm just saying it's what it is.
What's been your experience? Because I think you just had a bad experience.
No, I didn't have. I've had.
Because have I been
dated
mean to you?
No, but that's what I'm saying. They're ultra loyal, love their friends, almost to a fault at times.
Yeah.
That's true.
But then when you cross them, it's nasty.
But just don't cross.
Right, don't cross.
I'm not. I get it. I'm
Just get a
just.
T-shirt.
No,
Just
don't cross.
cross.
The sign does not say walk.
And I think people get in their minds that, you know, it's not real.
Mm.
So it'll be all right.
No,
Yeah,
it ain't gonna be
those
no,
other
It's never
signs.
gonna be all right. And I try to be like, once it happens, I
done.
can't come back. So
Yeah.
and then it happens, and they're
Yes.
like, wow, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
no.
I mean, I'm that way if nothing is not off the table. Like I'm as evil as I am nice. So when you cross me, like, who are you?
Right.
Yeah.
I
That's the
can't
thing
see
with
that.
Zodiac though. Every positive, you know, characteristic of that sign manifests negatively
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, you know, loyalty can look like stubbornness sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
both sides of the coin.
I can't see any nastiness in you, Nicholas
Oh no,
Ash.
there is none.
I know. It's just
There
it's
is
like
none.
it's like
It's
butterflies
there.
and
I
unicorns.
was like, it's
It's
totally
there.
there.
It's
It's
No.
under these overalls, like you said.
My overall.
It's too sweet.
It's
I
hitting
mean,
that bejeweled thing on his head.
it's
All right.
he just taps into
Nice
that.
guy.
Okay.
just low down there. Just you're.
All right, we're gonna do a top 5 when you leave and come back of TV shows that we're currently watching.
Ooh.
So give us
tricky.
3 of TV shows in addition to Queen. We're gonna assume your Queen Sugar's on your list.
Oh gosh, Queen Sugar is definitely high on the list.
TV shows, and it can include any kind of streaming. So
Well, it has to now.
right, that's true.
This is so y'all gotta help me out. Remind me what just came out. Obviously, When They See Us, mandatory viewing for anyone with eyes.
Does that count? That's not like
It's
a
a
TV
limited
show.
homework.
No, it's a limited series.
Okay.
Yeah, I
All
guess.
right. I wouldn't put that on my list because it's not something that can be renewed next season.
Oh yeah, you're right. You
Yeah.
want something renewable.
like a-
Oh, Atlanta. I'm waiting for Atlanta to
Okay,
come back. I was
Atlanta.
late to the Atlanta train.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was very late
So
to
when
the
did you get on?
Atlanta
When
train.
Cat Williams was walking the alligator?
That's
was-
exactly
Yes.
when I came in. I was like, you know what? This might be the show for me.
All right. What else you got?
What else am I watching?
Do you
right
get
now?
time to watch TV? Are you watching TV? Because you fly by.
It's hard. It's difficult, honestly, to find time and to be consistent because there's just so much to watch. What with
Yeah.
Hulu,
Yeah.
you know, Netflix and everything. The Shy,
The Shy.
Lena Waithe,
Yes.
amazing. What else is up?
Okay. All right. If you got to stretch for it,
You
I
ain't
know. Then it
watching.
ain't. No.
You ain't
It's
sure.
just no. Honestly, I just watch. I literally watch everything. Like if I'm home, I'm like, let me just put something on.
Yeah, in the
I
background.
really enjoyed 7 Seconds. It can't be renewed though. I don't know if it
Right.
can still make your list.
no, it cannot.
Oh.
Got to follow my rules.
It's her show.
That wouldn't matter. If it was somebody else's show, I would be creating rules. This you have to know. You got to know that about
You're a
me.
Taurus.
There'll be a rule to be created. No, I think that's a Karen thing. Because that ranges. And truthfully, I just, because it's fun. And I always like to meet Tauruses when I like them. Because I mostly haven't met a Taurus that I haven't really vibed with.
Yeah.
Which is also interesting because we're solitary beings. We don't really run in packs. We don't really like to be around a whole bunch of people, you know?
Virgo's
No,
like
thank you.
3s.
Y'all like threes? Okay. No.
Threesomes. What?
Okay.
Uh-oh, and we're back.
Hi, Mom.
On that note, let me let Nick Ash out because it seems like the callers are still holding on, wanting to talk about their damn threesome.
Right.
Nicholas Ash, season 4 returns Wednesday, June 12th at 10 p.m. Eastern on OWN.
Yep.
It's called Queen Sugar. The hashtag is Gimme Sugar, and you
Gimme
want
Sugar.
all of it. And catch up, binge watch if you haven't caught up because this season is going to be
We're on
fire.
Hulu. We're on Hulu.
Hulu too? Okay.
We're on Hulu, so you can catch up right away. If you need something to binge this weekend,
Come on.
it's your
And
show.
the Tony Awards,
Catch
tune
me on
in.
the Tony Awards this Sunday.
Because he won't sing on this show except for some kung fu fighting stuff. But I know the voice is way better than that. And so we got to catch you doing a little bit of the singing on the Tonys this weekend. All
Check
right.
us out.
All right, Nick Ashe. Thank you. You got to come back every time, and you got to play the saxophone next time you're.
Oh yeah, a little piano. We'll write a song
Saxophone.
or
Bring a
something.
piano.
Yes, when you
Little
come
live
back, we're
music
bringing a
segment.
piano, and you got to sing.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
All right, 866-801-8255 is the number. It's the Karen Hunter Show. I see Jason Johnson in the hallway right there. I think he's coming into. Oh Lord Jesus, it's gonna be something. All right, stay tuned, y'all. Joyelle, Nicole Johnson sticking around. Dante Nero, y'all threesomes. You get your questions answered. We'll be back.
Right.
So
Peace.
stay-
Thank you.
Thank y'all so much.